First things first, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Got a little audio set up here, so hopefully you hear me a little bit better this time. Hopefully the audio is actually crisp and clear and you don't have any issues understanding what I'm saying. First things first, let's get to it. The review of the Hoka One One Carbon X2. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it started for you guys. Number one is this is by far the best running shoe I've ever run in. Plain and simple. I did not do the times that I did in the Saucony, but the way that this shoe fits, the way that this shoe feels in a long-term run is nothing like anything I've used before. When I talk about rating of shoes, I always talk about fit, comfort, and long-term use. So we'll get into those real quick. So I'll start with this. Let's talk about the fit. The shoe does not fit like a glove. As a matter of fact, one of the big deals with how I buy running shoes is I care so much about the toe box that I think I did a little overkill when it came to these shoes. The wide toe box that this shoe offers is unlike anything else, but that's also to its detriment. Your toes do move freely in here. As a runner, that's great, but doing any other kind of workout, that's probably no bueno. So we'll start off with the material that's actually on the shoe. So the top part is actually an open mesh. Yes, you do have the pull tongue, and the inside of the tongue is made of a softer, more flexible material, but the outside of the shoe is all a standard, very durable, very breathable, and also very absorbent mesh outer. The outsole of the shoe is solid rubber and also very, very smooth. So the bottom of the shoe isn't so smooth and slippery, sort of like the Saucony was. It does have grip. It does have a great traction, even though the undercoating of the shoe is very, very smooth. We do have to talk about the way that the shoe ties down. Using a typical runner's knot, like if you noticed, I always take my shoestring through the second eye hole and then run the other shoestring through it. It is a very, very tight lockdown fit, and sometimes that might be uncomfortable depending on who you are, because it can almost pinch in a way. But that doesn't take away from the overall fit, which I'll probably give about an 8 out of 10. Really comfortable, but it does have its takeaways, especially if it's raining. The shoe definitely absorbs water like a sponge. Comfort. The comfort of the shoe, bar none, the most comfortable shoe I've ever used. The comfort of this shoe, I would rate at a 9 out of 10. It just feels so good on your feet that you want to work out in it, even though you know that if you're doing certain workout movements involves you coming onto your toes, it can be a little uncomfortable because of the huge toe box. Big deal is the carbon fiber shank plate that you have throughout the center of the shoe really offers you balance. Unlike the Nike that I used prior to, had a lot of bounce in the forefoot. You could tell that there was a responsiveness throughout the whole shoe. Your medial feel was the same as the feel that you got on the outside of the toe box. It was all extremely balanced, and at no point did I feel like I was running over the shoe. So the comfort on the shoe, very, and it wasn't squishy. I think that's the key word, is not squishy. Last thing is the long-term run appeal. The long-term running appeal of this shoe is a 10 out of 10. Also, when we talk about the long-term run appeal, I want you to know that I try to keep a shoe no more than about 2 months. I think I'll be keeping these for the long haul. I might try to put more than 3 months on it, like I've done before with, say, the On running shoes or even some of the Nikes that I've used in the past. I might try to keep these for a longer period of time. But either way, these are the most comfortable shoe that I've used, and hopefully we'll see, because I got a couple others that I really want to try out before the summer comes. I'm looking at maybe doing a half marathon or a full marathon in Dallas, and we'll see how that shakes out. again, just a little update on what's happening with us right now. I think we found a place. We know exactly where we're going to be living in Dallas. And it's just a matter of time before I actually move up there. But again, everything has to finish here before I can do that. I want to give a couple of shout outs to some people who I feel like are really helping bring a little attention to the channel. And if it were not for, every individual watch and anyone making a joke about it or talking in passing about what I'm doing here, I wouldn't have 35 views on the last video, which I'm very proud of. I want to shout out Memo. Memo, thank you so much. I appreciate you again. I mean, even with all the jokes, you are still appreciated. I also want to shout out my man Walt. Walt, you already know, it's always salute, man. When I see you, just one of these days, you might catch me running as well. And again, every last one of you, thank you so much for the energy and the positive vibes you give me to continue doing this work. Even if it doesn't come exactly when I thought it would, I always try to jump back on it because, hell, I gotta have something that I'm consistent with, right? So thank you so much for watching the channel. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. I do have an idea for a giveaway, and I think I'll do it once I get to Dallas. I'll tell you more about it as we get there, but please, by all means, feel free to add anything you want in the comments about a potential giveaway, given what I do here on this channel. Of course, and not giving away the Tesla, but feel free to hit me up. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a great week. Peace.